Hi, everybody. This is Annie with Annie Asks of Well Read Magazine. And I'm so excited to bring to you for December my favorite authors through the years. Authors that I have read all of their books. Not every single one of Judy's because I can't keep up, but they're definitely in my Kindle or on my shelf. And but I'm definitely a huge fan. And I can't wait for her new books to come out. And I've already spoken with most authors to be a book club book for next year, but everyone here is being asked to do that. So hopefully this is putting you on the spot that you'll say yes. But the reason, for December, I wanted to have these are all of my favorite things type of thing. And also authors I've known a really long time. So showing that when you start reading and you fall in love with characters and the authors, you really jump on the bandwagon and you follow them all the time, forever. Patricia Sands being the longest. She, for me, I wrote in a newsletter years ago, 2014, I think. Patricia Sands, I just read a book of yours. Watch out, you have a stalker. And we've been friends ever since.
She's been the best stalker ever.
Thank you so much. But so I just want to show some of your books, not from things.
Ooh.
So this was one of my favorite advertisements that Patricia ever made. Yeah, I love that. I love that one. And of course, I love all of her books. But her characters, Kat, Philippe, and Bernadette, I'll never forget. And Nick, and I could go on and on. And then she had a 10-year anniversary for the Bridge Club, which is a really special book to her and to anyone that has a really close girlfriend. Now, she's also really good at sharing hilarity for everybody. So I just wanted to share that with you. Now, the next person was Judy Keim. I fell down a rabbit hole with Judy Keim because all of her stories are different, which I don't understand how she does that. And they're all so take you away on a vacation. But I included the ones here that are holiday ones.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Because they're just so magically delicious. And they go, and you see what I mean? They go on and on and on, and they're all delight. They're all so wonderful and so chock full of fun. I think this might be something from Judy.
Wow.
Well, that's pretty
awesome.
I'm working on my 54th book.
Do you see what I mean? And let me just tell you, I'm going to have all of them. And I think this is
willing to send them to you.
This is the new one, correct?
Yeah, the new series. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't wait. Anything about Lavender, I love, because Patricia had me fall in love with Lavender. And this was my review for Desert Flowers, Mistletoe and Holly. That whole series is wonderful. It's not a Christmas series, but that happens to be a Christmas book. Now, I collect her books. And then that's why she's one of my most favorites. And I always love having her on because I love seeing what glasses is she going to wear today.
Oh,
and here both of us, we're both without glasses today. No, but we're both.
There you go.
We're both without glasses today. It's so funny. You're just very, and you're so much fun to talk to. And then Barbara, which we all know I can't say her last name. Josselsohn. I'm not even gonna try.
Josselsohn. Yeah, it's Josselsohn. It's
Josselsohn.
It's a Marion. I had no choice.
I can say it after you say it, but on my own, I can't. Okay, so the first one was this one, right?
Yes, that's right.
The Lilac House, and then the Lily Garden, and the Bluebell Girls.
Yeah.
And then she jumped
right
over to Italian Island books. And we have the Lost Gift to the Italian Island coming out, right?
In 2 weeks. Yeah.
In 2 weeks. Yes. So oh my gosh, I absolutely this was the review for Cranberry Inn, which is her Christmas book, which is so wonderful. You know, everyone invites us into some place where we feel like we're away on vacation. We want to go. We want to make a reservation at the B&B with Patricia at Judy's hotels, B&Bs, wherever they are, or cottages. It's all different things. We want to go to Barbara's town to plant flowers, and and then we'll bring you to Michelle. But you know, everyone has these magical worlds that are so much fun to enter and talk about. So they're perfect for book club books. I highly recommend that. And then we have Michelle Cox. Michelle, do you see my scarf?
Oh my gosh! Yay! It looks beautiful.
Well, because I bid and I bid and I bid and I bid and I bid on a Henrietta scarf at the Pat Conroy Center fundraiser, and I didn't win. I was like, oh my God. So she sent me this. So I got this beautiful scarf anyway. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm in love with it. Now, Michelle has these sublime books about they're just so wonderful. Henrietta and Inspector Howard series. It's mystery with romance in a fizzy 1930s cocktail. But you start in one place, and now we're at A Haunting of Linley, which I have to finish. I haven't finished it yet. I'm sorry. But so I did think at the time I could when I asked to review it. But A Veil Removed is a really great book to read for the holidays. Now, just because it's wintry, you know, and they're all a little cold because it's 1930s, but well, because of what's going on in all of the books. But A Veil Removed felt more holiday-ish to me.
Yeah.
But this couple they're sleuths, but they're interesting. It's like, how they meet, how they stay together is all very interesting, even when they're in two different places. And I always say, don't let them end. Don't let them end.
I know.
So everyone here has these stories where I'm like, please don't let them end. Please don't let them end. And I do want to show one more thing. We also all like to have a lot of fun together.
I love that.
Everybody comes on, has a lot of fun. So that's what we're doing here today. I'm going to ask some Proust questions. Proust, sorry. And Proust is somebody who came up with 35 questions in about 1890, and they are to tell you how to learn about a character, your character or a written character. If you want a character and you don't know about them, you answer these questions and you'll know them better. So I came up with just 4 questions instead of the 12 to make up for the time that I thought would be fun questions for these particular ladies. So, the first question, I'll start with Judy, is what is your greatest extravagance?
I feel like it's an extravagance, but I love to get my nails done.
Okay, I like that.
I didn't hear what you said, Julie. Judy, what did you say?
I said it's not really an extravagance so much as pampering, and I love to get my nails done, my fingernails done.
Well, but I mean, to some people, that is an extravagance.
It is.
You know, so yeah, I like that. That's really nice. Very nice. Patricia?
Okay, well, I had to really seriously think if I could answer without saying the word chocolate. But because, that's really part of everyone's diet, right? So I buy myself flowers every week. I buy myself flowers. I can't depend on my husband to, he'll buy me flowers on a special occasion. But I like to have fresh flowers every week. And I've done that for years. And it's just part of what I do with my grocery shopping.
Wow. That's awesome.
So nice.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I love that.
I love having fresh flowers. So when I go to France, first thing I do is go to the market and pick up a bunch and stick them in my hotel room or wherever I happen to be staying. But when I'm at home, every week on the front hall table.
Oh,
nice.
Wow. That's a great
idea. I'm going to do that.
Do it.
I'm going to start doing that too.
Yeah, right.
And what about you, Barbara?
I think my biggest extravagance, I think, is Broadway shows. I just we just whoever I can grab with me, and I just love the theater. I love Broadway. I love New York City. It's my favorite way to spend a day. It's really expensive. Sometimes you can get discounts.
Yeah,
but it's worth it. It's really worth it. I'll sacrifice other things just to monthly or so go to the theater.
Oh yeah, that's wonderful.
That's so
Barbara,
fancy.
where do you live?
I'm in Westchester County. I'm about 20. When on Express, I would be a 20-minute train ride into the city. And,
that's great.
That's so perfect.
Yeah.
Yes,
nice.
Mm-hmm.
I used to always do that with my nephew. I started taking him when he was like so young, like 5 or 6.
Wow.
Not Broadway. I said, when you turn 13, we'll go to Broadway. So that's what we started doing. And now he's in film school at Temple.
Wow.
But he does theater and he's over in Europe right now.
Wow.
Traveling. But he's won film awards and everything. So you
had an influence.
I was like, yeah, I kind of did have an influence on a child. That's really great. So but I love Broadway too. I love plays. I still go to the plays here at the local play, Theater 3, and they're really, really good. So that's a lot of fun. We have season tickets.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. Since I don't get to go into the city anymore. My last tickets was for Hadestown. And that week it closed down.
Oh.
So we didn't get to go. But as soon as COVID ended, we still got the passes back. So I just gave them to Adam to go, and he went with his mom. I was devastated. But so the last one I saw was The Great Comet.
I remember that one. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
That was so good. That's gone now. And how about you, Michelle?
I would have to say that every week my husband and I do a date night. So we go out for drinks and dinner, and lots of people, I usually try to put the post up on Facebook, and lots of people are like, wow, do you go out every week? And so I feel like that's really an extravagance to us. It's normal, but it's just been important to just spend that time. So
yeah,
I have noticed that.
Yeah.
I said, oh, they're still romantic. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't say that. I say how nice that they're still so romantic that they because couples forget to do that.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, you have to actively commit to that.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I don't have day night. So, but if he comes into the living room, like, oh my gosh, it's day night. I'm just kidding. But anyway, that's really great that you get to do that. I thought you were going to say pizza, travel. I thought you might say travel.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Or I could say,
oh, she's at that show. Oh, she's at that show. Oh, she's at
no. Oh my God. Can you
your
Annie,
fire
can you
alarm?
mute me?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh.
I hope you're okay. Okay. This only happened right now. But okay, so I'll go on to the next question. Which historical figure do you most identify with? And I asked you this because I felt like I wanted to know the answer to this question so badly. And like Judy just told me somebody about me, right? And that's very funny because I forgot that I used to be called Annie Oakley. So let's hear what you have to say. Judy, okay. We'll start with you.
Okay. Well, of course, there's so many wonderful figures and people and women especially. And I got to thinking about it, and I am supposedly, you know how that goes, related to Susan B. Anthony. So I come from a family of strong women, surprisingly. And
that's surprising.
I thought, you know, those women, and she in particular, were worthy of a lot of praise and so on for the work they did. It's very important for women to have all the roles that we should have. So that's my character.
That's so cool. I love that. Patricia, you tell me when you're safe.
I'm safe. I'm back.
Oh, okay.
It's so funny because that went off. It's obviously the fire alarm in this building. I'm in a condo, right? And we just moved into this condo in January.
Oh.
It's like 1,300 square feet. There are 3 fire alarms like that in this, you know, in the 2 bedrooms and in the living area. And it is so shrill and so offensive. I'm going to write the fire department about it. My son said it's fire regulations, you know, I mean.
Well, they want to wake you up if you're sleeping.
Oh, listen, that would wake the dead. That would wake the dead. I mean, you heard it. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about it.
Yeah, that was very loud.
So I bought my husband a pair of sound blocking headphones. So usually he has them right beside him. As soon as it goes off, he has to put those on.
Well, it's so high. It's like it's for the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's brutal. Anyway, we don't want to waste time talking about that. So was this the historical character?
Correct.
I thought that was a really interesting question, Annie. I mean, I really had to think about that. And what I came up with was really not one person, but when I think about, you know, what I love in my life and what I've done in my life and who might have influenced me, it's the women who were the teachers in the one-room schoolhouses.
Mm-hmm.
I can't name one in particular, but I always love reading stories about them, and I've always been, you know, really enticed by early pioneer days in Canada. I have a lot of early Canadian furniture, and you know, having been a teacher, I just always would think about those women who had to walk wherever they went or go in their horse and buggy or whatever, and then have all those, you know, all those kids and all those grades in the same little room and get the fire going in the winter. And anyway.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
That's good. I love that.
I love that. My My friend just went to the Little House on the Prairie cruise, and they had the first the teacher there, everybody, Grace. It was really cool. But that's what we used to watch for the first teachers and stuff like that. Very interesting. I love that, and we all admire our teachers. I mean, I know I did. Thank you, Patricia. Barbara?
Yeah, this was a hard question, but I think I would say that in the most humblest of ways possible, I relate to Louisa May Alcott.
No, that's my answer.
Well, we can share her.
Okay.
But and obviously Little Women is, it's my favorite book, and I've read it so many times and shared it with my daughters. But when my daughter was in high school, we went up to Concord and we did like a Louisa May Alcott little tour, our own little tour. You could see the cemetery where she and her family and many other famous writers are buried, in her house, obviously. And then her father was a transcendentalist and kind of looking for a utopia. There was this place called Fruitlands, which was kind of like a utopian society that never really succeeded. He was a bit of a dreamer. But what I really loved and learned about her was that she was a working writer. She was a working writer. It was her job, and whatever money she made from it, she was able to help support her family, cared deeply about her sisters. I don't know if you hear, they're blowing leaves around here, but and she also had a little bit of a secret romantic life when she was traveling, which I really liked too. But I just liked that she did her job. She wrote stories. That was important. And and she sat down at her desk and did it every day. And in a way, she was very contemporary, modern for that. So that's my take on it.
That was the first hardcover book I ever got under the Christmas tree.
Oh.
And I was like, woo! And I was like, I'm Joe. And so when I saw the movie and I saw them making the binding of the book and she was watching, I was, whoa, I need to write a book. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, I totally agree. That's a wonderful, wonderful person. All of these answers are great. And Michelle Cox?
Yes. Hold on, I've lost you for a second here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We can see you.
That is so strange. I'm going to click back into the link and see if I can enter that way.
Do you want to log out and log back in?
Yeah, maybe I should.
Okay.
Wait, I'm back.
Oh.
Thank God. The show with a million technical details. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, but now I'm.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No.
No. I was.
There
Oh,
she
you're
is.
right.
Oh.
No. I had to get rid of her. She was double time.
Okay, yeah, because I was
Can you see me
echoing. I'm
now?
like, I can see you.
That's why I was echoing. I had to get.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, just like Barbara said, mine was Louisa May Alcott. Or actually, I'm wondering if really it's more Jo March, which is not a real person, but I just love not just Little Women, but Jo's Boys and Little Men, and how that character was able to be part of this school for boys and be married and have this family, but at the same time be a writer and be true to both of those different worlds. And so that's something that I identify very much with, because we all have lives, we're all trying to do this writing thing. So she's somebody I've always looked up to. And weirdly, Annie, I got the whole set one year for a Christmas gift. And that's when people say, what's your favorite Christmas gift you ever got? I always say that one.
I do too.
I read those
I do
over and
too.
over and over. Yeah.
Because then, like the following year, I got Little Man, and I started getting the set, and I was just, but it was like to have something hardcover was so. It was like gold to me. You know what I
I
mean?
know, right?
Yeah. That's so yes, and my parents inscribed it.
Wow.
So I mean, anyway, it was very, very special to me.
Yeah.
It's better
Michelle,
than getting
do
a
you still
bite.
have them?
Yeah, right.
I
still have them.
them.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
I still have them. That's so funny. Well, these are such good answers. I love it. Okay, so 3. Who are your heroes in real life? How about we start with Barbara this time?
Okay.
Oh no, she's frozen.
No, am I?
Patricia?
I'm frozen?
Oh no.
Oh. Am I
You're back. You were.
Weird. That's weird. I didn't okay. No, I'm good. Okay, I'm here. My heroes in real okay, my heroes in real life. I mean my real heroes, my real life heroes are my grandparents and my relatives from that generation. I'm just amazed, what they went through, back then. I had I was thinking about them because there's 3 sisters in my new book, and they're based on my father's 3 aunts. And they were new to this country. They lived in the Bronx, small apartments. It was Bessie, Rose, and Ida. And they were
I had the same names in my family.
that often I hear that a lot. But what else? Those are the names, right? And my father's mother was the 4th sister, Sarah, who died young. So my father was kind of all of their son. They kind of took care of him. And they had these thick Eastern European accents, and I don't really know much they never spoke about being children, but they were just so full of love, and they just loved us, and so they wanted to feed us, of course. And the Yiddish kind of names that they gave us, and the words that they used, but just what was their, boy, did I have it easy compared to what they had. I have no idea what they went through to make a life and still be so cheerful and so full of love and so optimistic. And so that's my answer. They're my heroes.
Wonderful.
Ida and Rose.
That's great. That's great. I love it. Thank you, Barbara. Michelle?
Well, again, I'm going to copy off Patricia and say that my heroes are probably all of the teachers out there. My best friend is a teacher, my sister is a teacher, and I just think that you have the future in your hands, and you're shaping a whole generation of kids, and everybody can name one teacher that changed their life in some way, whether it was small or big. And that's amazing that and they're not doing it for money, they're not doing it for fame, they're not doing it for anything, which just means that they're doing it because I feel like it's a calling, and they have this gift with kids that the rest of us don't have. So even if we are a mother, I think it's different than the gift you have as a teacher. So those are my heroes. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I had a teacher, Mr. Book, and nobody ever believed me, but now, because at age 97, he wrote me back, Mr. Book, so I showed it. And I had a reading comprehension problem, so in 3rd grade, he started mentoring me. And he had me write book reviews for the newspaper for the school. And that's how this all started. And then, it went on and on and on. But I since called and thanked him, and he's 97, and he writes me all the time. It's just wonderful. So yes, teachers do have a profound effect on us, even more so than we realize. So it's wonderful. Patricia?
Well, I'm sitting here feeling a little bit proud because thank you, Michelle.
You are a teacher.
Well, I mean, I'm not now, but I became a teacher when I was 45. After I was widowed, I went back to university, and I taught elementary school for a few years, and it was honestly the most joyful experience of my life. I should have been doing it forever. My parents wanted me to become a teacher, right out of high school, and I wasn't interested, but boy, yeah, I absolutely loved it. And I spend as much time in schools as I can, helping with literacy programs and
You teach me all the time.
But I agree with you. I think that's teaching's, it's very special. And today, I mean, I don't know what I would do in the classroom with older kids today when I talk to friends of mine who are high school teachers and middle school teachers, and the issues that they have to face today are so different,
So tough,
and so all encompassing. And yeah. So I was thinking, who I really love that you ask us these questions, Annie.
I know. Great questions.
Yeah. Just gives you time to sort of stop and think, oh yeah, what do I do? So anyway, my real life heroes today, and it's probably, because of everything, all this horrible stuff that's in the news, but are the people, the Médecins Sans Frontières, and, Doctors Without Borders, and the workers that go into migrant camps and into war areas and help people. I often entertain this fantasy that I wish I was 40 years younger, and my current husband, my second husband, I shouldn't say my current husband. My husband of the last 27 years is originally from Syria. And when the war was going on there in Aleppo, where some of our family still lives, I mean, I just wanted to get over there and, and do stuff, clear away rubble and whatever. And I mean, a totally unrealistic fantasy, but I just have such admiration for all the men and women who are involved in those efforts around the world.
I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's wonderful. That's especially now, but Doctors Without Borders has been around forever in the United States. We don't have the other one you mentioned, which I forget the name because you said something French.
Well, that was Doctors Without Borders in French. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. I thought it was, but I became an EMT because I was dating a doctor, and we were going to go to Doctors Without Borders, and I had to be doing something medical, so I wanted to be doing that, but that did not happen. So, but I find it honorable as well. That's why I wanted to do it. Yeah. And Judy?
So I was thinking for two things. Number one, my parents, who gave me a wonderful life and a love of reading and writing. And they both died sort of horrible deaths. My mother had MS and my dad ALS.
No.
They were so loving, like you say, Barbara, so loving and kind and everything. So they always remain heroes for me. But I got to thinking also, and this is sort of bringing it back to the group, my heroes are also other writers. And it doesn't matter at what level they are, there is a genuine feeling of helping one another and encouraging one another that I don't think you find in any other business or industry as you do with writers. And people like Annie who support writers, and she's a writer herself. I mean, we all just, I find that my writing circle, we all rejoice for whatever they accomplish.
So true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's very rare, but I think it's very, very true.
I just recently told my publisher, I really preferred the promoting other authors not writing my book. Like I just love it so much. It's my most beloved thing to do. So authors obviously would be huge heroes in my life, obviously, and not because I became one. You've lit the way for me, and which is just wonderful. But so thank you for answering those questions. And the last question is, before I go do my rapid fire, which is very quick, what is your motto?
Okay.
Let's go with Judy.
Okay. I can do it.
Oh,
good. Yeah.
Very good.
You don't always feel that way, but that's my motto.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Patricia?
Every day is a gift.
It's
something that my late mother-in-law taught me. She gave me those words, and I live by them every day, and try to share them as much as I can.
Yeah, that's sweet.
You do. Barbara?
I would say the old E.M. Foster, Howard's End, always connect, right? What always connect?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, always. That's I think the key to,
You do too.
Always connect.
I love how everyone is like their motto. That's really cool. and Michelle?
I have several, but I guess the one I would share here is it's always day one.
Oh,
it's always day one.
Yep.
That's interesting. I like that. Yeah. I like that.
Doesn't matter what happened in the past. Today's today.
I love that. That's wonderful. I like to say, I get by with a little help for my friends.
I like that one. Yeah, that's a good one
too.
Thank you. And my rapid fire questions are, oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. Okay, ready?
What?
And we'll go Judy, Patricia, Barbara, Michelle in your answer. Rapid fire question. Stocking or small gifts, or straight to the big ones on a holiday morning?
Small gifts.
Yeah. Stocking.
Me too.
Yeah.
Small gifts.
Sorry, I went out of order.
Oh, no, it's all right. Shouting out's good too. Okay. During the holiday season, do you believe it's okay to open a gift the night before the holiday, whether it be the night before Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, or is that a major no-no?
Major no-no.
Major no-no. Absolutely.
I say it's okay.
I say it's okay.
Nope.
And you have to wait to see what it is.
That's true. It was funny. There was a Frasier episode where they said, "Oh, we can open one," and Martin opened batteries. and they were like, "Wait, we have to open another," and then they just kept going. But I did want to ask a bonus question, because this comes up a lot. Do you like fresh cranberry sauce or canned cranberry sauce with the Thanksgiving coming?
Fresh.
It's fresh.
Well, I know Patricia's yours best. See?
Yeah, fresh.
What about you, Judy?
I'm like
fresh.
Fresh. Okay.
I like both. I don't mind the canned.
I like both too. Both go on my plate, but everyone was like, "You like canned?" But anyway, so I was like, I'm gonna ask the ladies which ones they like, because I think that's a fun question. So I'm not going to say
that I've never served can. Let me put it that way.
Oh, that's.
There have been times.
It is good at the last minute too, but that's very. Again, they're both very good, of course. And I love fresh cranberries, so how could you not like it? But anyway, I thought that was a cute last question. I really appreciate you spending December's Well Read magazine issue with me for Annie Asks, because it was so important to celebrate authors that I have been following through the years. And I highly recommend anyone that hasn't met any of you to start following you. And if you start with Judith Keim, you have a book a week for the next year. But no, I mean, everybody's books are so wonderful. They're so inviting, and I highly recommend all of their books. So thank you so much, ladies. I appreciate it. And
Thank you.
Thank you, Mandy Haynes from Well Read Magazine, for allowing me to have this podcast. Have a wonderful
thanks
time.
for everybody, and it's great to spend time with you all. Thanks, Annie.
Thank you.
This was wonderful.
Bye.
Thanks.